Couple of steps to stop the negative and destructive thinking. First and foremost, acknowledge the thought or the worry, but don't entertain it. You want to acknowledge it. We don't want to have, again, this fake positivity and act like things are not happening around us, because things are. Things are happening around us. So let's acknowledge the feelings. Let's acknowledge the thoughts. And then we can go from there. Because the thing is, it's so easy to get lost in our thoughts and worries. We see a problem or something that we're anxious about, and our mind just runs with it. It's like a dog with a bone, you know? And then pretty soon we're obsessing over that thing, throwing all of our thoughts, all of our energy, worrying about it. And this really isn't productive, though. In fact, it's counterproductive. So worrying does nothing to actually solve the problem. It only makes us feel worse. I'm sure you can agree about that. So what can you do instead? The next time you find yourself worrying, try this. Acknowledge the thought or that worry, whatever it is. Don't entertain it. Recognize that worrying is not going to help, and simply release that thought. Acknowledge it and then release it. Don't engage with it and just, try to push it away. Okay? So try that. And then the second thing, so this is not, just one, you choose one thing out of these steps and then you're good. No, this is an entire thought process, framework of what you really need to do to begin to release those negative thoughts so that they're not ruining your life. And then the next step that you want to do is really begin to reframe your thoughts. When we're stuck in a negative thought loop, think about a movie, Projectors, back in the day. Think about how if you didn't stop it, it would just keep looping and looping and looping and looping. And so we can be stuck in these negative thought loops, and it can be hard to see things clearly because we're steadily seeing the same negative thought loop. And so this negative thought loop is going round and round and round here, but it's not in the actual reality of things. So everything seems dark and bleak. It seems like there's no way out at all, but this isn't really reality. In reality, there's always some good mixed in with the bad. You can find good. The good could just simply mean you're here and alive. That is good. So the next time you find yourself stuck in negative thinking, try to reframe your thoughts. Look for that silver lining in the situation. What's the good there? Maybe it's not as bad as you think it is. Maybe there's a way to solve that problem, but you're in that negative thought loop. So once you get out of it, you'll be able to see clearly. And then the next step, ask yourself, is there anything you can do to change the situation? If there's nothing that you can do, then can you possibly release this negative thought? Can you release it if there's nothing that you can do to change it? Think about that for a second. How can you refuse to dwell on the negative thought or the worry? Focus on something positive. Okay? When you're feeling down, it's easy for these negative thoughts to really begin to try to take over. It is so easy. So if you're not able to change the situation, what are you able to do? Think about that. And then the next step, and that was a dramatic pause because I really wanted you to think about that. And then the next step, how do you begin to release these negative thoughts, is Once you go through these other steps that I've mentioned, I want you to really be kind to yourself. Show yourself grace, show yourself mercy, show yourself justice, show yourself forgiveness. It is key. It is absolutely key. So, showing yourself grace, mercy, justice, kindness, forgiveness is not the same as saying, I'm such a failure or I'm not good enough. Saying these negative things is not being kind to yourself. So, begin to really think about what it is you're repeating to yourself, because if you're not being kind to yourself, then are you berating yourself? You want to be understanding and compassionate. We have this for so many other people, but yet we fail to have it for our own selves. Remind yourself that everybody makes mistakes and that you're doing the best that you can. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to your best friend. Be kind, be understanding, be patient with yourself. And take some time for yourself. Relax, recharge. Do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. Because what happens is when we begin to really dial into, in a bad way, these negative thoughts, we can feel overwhelmed. So relaxing and recharging can truly help us. You want to do some things that are going to make you happy. That's going to really brighten your outlook. You can have a warm bubble bath. You can read a book. You can listen to your favorite music. You can go on a walk. You can go on a jog. You can go watch a movie. You can do so many different things. You can take a nap. You can do whatever you need to do, because it's key that you take care of yourself. And then the last thing, practice gratitude. Appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small they are. One of the best ways to really combat these negative thoughts is the really thinking positive thoughts about yourself and your life and what's going on around you. Again, there's something good that's happening. Something good is happening. Absolutely something good is happening in your life. Even if all you can think is I am alive. Maybe you're grateful for your health, your family, your friends, your job, your business. Maybe you're grateful for a sunny day or a delicious meal. There's a young man on social media. He just started a new job and he works from home part-time, and then like a certain amount of time during the month, and then the rest of the time he's in the office. But he talks about how when he's in the office, they have free food, and he is so appreciative. It literally exudes from his videos. He is so appreciative of these free meals. So, what are you appreciative of? Think about that. Think about the things that you're really thankful for, and this will begin to get those positive juices flowing, and they'll begin to drown out the negative ones. Gratitude is a powerful tool that you can really use to help you feel better, think better, be better, appreciate your life, appreciate the good in your life, appreciate all things great.